my goodness. Oh my goodness. First of all, I wish I didn't have my back to all of my friends and colleagues. I'll name people later on, but I really, oh my God, there's the photo of me shooting the alien. Unbelievable. I am really impressed. And I have to shout out to Stephen Kovacs, who's my professor at Stanford, who very much inspired me to pursue film and helped get me my first job at Roger Corman. And Vance Van Patten, the executive director who leads the Producers Guild of America. And a lot more people from The Walking Dead. I can't see them all, but Tom Luce, our line producer. Ernest Dickerson, who is one of the finest directors I've ever worked with. I see a lot more of our crew from The Walking Dead. Is Irony here?
Yes.
We wondered if everyone would make it because they were on flights that if they got in late they'd miss. So Irony Singleton as well. Anyway, I want to thank Jim and Andy and the president of the Chamber of Commerce, Laurent Gugler. I'm truly humbled by your kind words. Jim and Andy, as you probably heard, have been through hell and back with me, and I can't begin to tell you how much your support means. In fact, it's a testament to so many of you gathered here that I stand before you today. To paraphrase, and I had to look this up, I admit I didn't know it, I'm not that smart, Bernard is short. And Sarah could probably tell me how to pronounce that correctly in French. I feel like a dwarf standing on the shoulders of giants. A producer is essentially the CEO of a film or TV series. Without the talent, genius, and dedication of writers, directors, actors, crew, and yes, executives, we are nothing. I am here because of your talent and your genius. I have been blessed to work with the best of the best, and the star truly shines as a reflection of your glory. I'm a fourth generation Los Angelina. Some of my ancestors immigrated to the City of the Angels in the 1860s from Hermosillo in Mexico. When they first arrived, like many immigrants, they lived in Boyle Heights, then downtown Los Angeles. And then my grandmother, Ruth, chose to raise her family in Culver City. They say geography is destiny. In my case, that's absolutely true. My late mother and her four sisters all worked at the local factory, but that factory just happened to be Metro Goldwyn Mayer Studios in the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s.
Wow.
A Catholic school priest made arrangements for students from poor families to be employed by MGM to help pay their tuition. Hollywood, so to speak, is in my blood. My late mother, Lita Jordan, worked as a secretary for the legendary Jack Dawn, who headed MGM's legendary makeup department. So this is truly fitting. And my late Aunt Jewel was a stunt double and an extra, including stints as Merle Oberon's Dublin stunt double in Wuthering Heights, as well as for Louise Reiner, who won an Academy Award for her performance in that film, The Good Earth. My wonderful Aunt Linda, who is here today. Aunt Linda! She worked in MGM's fabled story department, and then on scripts as script supervisor on one of my favorite TV series, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Hollywood may have been in my blood, but mine was a long, bumpy, and obstacle-strewn road from the San Fernando Valley, where I grew up, to this star on the Walk of Fame. I have so many people to thank for their belief in me, their kindness, and their support. Yes, Hollywood's a shark tank most of the time, but it is because of mentors like Roger Corman, the late Lindsley Parsons, the late Julian Blaustein, who was my advisor at Stanford and produced the original The Day the Earth Stood Still, and the late Deborah Hill, my dear, dear friend. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Don't worry, this won't be a really long list of everyone I've ever worked with. But without those who reached out to me early in my career to help and inspire me, I would never have survived, much less thrived, for almost 35 years in Hollywood. Mike Medavoy, Barbara Boyle, Lou Pitt, all of whom are here. The late Ed L'Amato, I miss you, Ed. The late John Daly, Barry Plumley, Arnold Schwarzenegger even. They made the Terminator a reality by saying yes, when everyone else, well, didn't. In fact, it only takes one yes to change your life. And theirs changed mine. Without Jim Cameron's belief in my producing abilities, I would probably have given up and gone to law school, which is what my parents really wanted me to do. I'm sorry that my mother and father aren't, oh my goodness, I'm missing the rest of the speech, here today to see that their choice would have been the wrong one for me. And then I want to thank the people at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Tom Sherrick is here. I see Greg Beal from the Nickel Fellowship Committee. Probably others I can't see in the crowd. Van Sven Patten and other members of the Producers Guild. You've been my support system, as has everyone at Women in Film and the trusteeship, the crowd that's here today, and the fantastic actors and actresses. I see Penelope Ann Miller, who's here, and the amazing directors I've worked with, including Jim, Ernest Dickerson, who's here, Andy Fleming. I wouldn't be standing before you today. And to my family and friends, as you know, when the going gets tough, which truth be told is a daily occurrence, I would never have survived without your love and support. So many of you are here, you know who you are, many of you are down here, my family, and I thank you, salute you, and love you. And to the fans of the films and TV series I've produced, without your support, without your commitment, without your dedication, I would have had no career at all. Thank you for everything.
Welcome. Keep them coming.
But I have to single out one person. As many of you know firsthand, I can be moody, demanding, overbearing, and a total pain in the you-know-what. So my deepest love and appreciation is reserved for Jonathan Hensley, who is not only one of the most talented writer, director, producers I've ever had the pleasure and honor to work with, but also my husband. Without his support and love, I would have given up on this business long ago, and that's a fact. He's my lodestar, my best friend, my partner, and the love of my life. Thank you, Jonathan. Today is a very special day for me, for my family, friends, and colleagues. I was a small child in the 1960s when I first walked on the sidewalks of Hollywood and marveled over the Walk of Fame. My favorite stars' names immortalized and conquered for all to see. And never once did I imagine that I would be among them. And although you can't see it now, to be next to Peter Lorre and Buster Keaton for all time, I'm sorry. But as my daughter would say, how totally awesome is that? Thank you all for being here to celebrate with me today.